All right. Hey guys, it's TaysGreenLife, and I'm here with White Trash Wizard. Introduce yourself, guys. Oh no. Jack went out. There he
Sorry,
goes.
I'm back.
It's okay.
He disappeared. But I'll start with me. I'm Zach. I do vocals. I make animal noises and weird, strange voices on stage. So yeah, that's me.
My name is Travis. I play guitar and do backing vocals and try to follow the pig noises. Your turn. buddy.
What's going on, Jack? What do you do?
I'm Jack.
Yeah.
Rhythm guitars, backing vocals as well.
All right. What kind of music is White Trash Wizard?
Oh God,
That's a loaded question.
it's
Oh,
an amalgam. It's an
Yeah.
amalgam of things.
Yeah,
You go ahead,
it's,
Zach.
it's like on the forefront, it's heavy metal. Like at the very very core of it, it's heavy metal. But I like to think that we don't define our music by like one genre, because we like to be flexible, and all of us have widely different influences as well. So it makes an interesting blend. And I think that like the best part about making music is just getting together with people and just making something happen. Like you don't have to have like a theme or anything. You just write what feels right, and it's worked. It's just worked. So
Yeah, we just don't try to pigeonhole ourselves into anything. We come from different backgrounds, different influences, different years, so we're good.
I'm trying. I know I keep moving around. I'm trying to remove the like, subscribe because it's over your
Oh,
face.
come on.
yeah.
It's my censor bar. I like it.
But it won't let me. It won't let me remove it. It's like it's gotta stay here. So edit everything.
He just needed
If I
extra
say something
mustache.
dumb, at least I have something to hide behind, so I'm good.
Yeah.
It's gonna tell you like and subscribe. We're gonna have to repeat that. Is that cool?
Yeah, we'll probably do a better job the second time.
Yeah.
All right.
Morning.
So who is White Trash Wizard? What do we consider White Trash Wizard?
So we are the manifestation of both everything heavy and trashy at the same time. I think is the best way to say it. Like, really, Travis is the one that coined the name, and once he said the name, it was like there's literally nothing else that's better. Like it fits the vibe. We're hillbillies. We live in the holler. Like we're the manifestation of white trash, with the exception that we have a black drummer. But that's that gives us the cool factor too. We've got everything. We've got the white trash, and then
I can't wait till he sees this.
we've got our black drummer. Like we've got the
Which is weird. He's not here. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
it's okay. Yeah. So White Trash Wizard is, what is it, like funky hardcore music, kind of like?
I mean, I think at its core, it kind of has like a deathcore type of thing to it.
Yeah.
A lot of us besides Jack here, because he's a young one, we kind of grew up and that was like the era. You know what I mean? For a lot of us, we were getting on the scene, doing our own thing. And I think like the base of it's that, but I mean, like Jack brought a lot of death metal influence. I'm from a death metal background as well, so kind of adding those things. But we also, Zach, we all have this wide array of music that we listen to, and we just try to adapt it to what we do the best we can without forcing it. It's all just natural all the time. So if we're transitioning a riff and it works out, the funk riff works out to help with the next part, why not? We don't want to pigeonhole ourselves or anything like that to one genre.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't like, because I don't just listen to one genre. I like deathcore, I like hardcore, metalcore, pop, all kinds of stuff. It's really, I guess, where you grow up too, and how big of the scene is, because like deathcore really isn't as big here. It's more like metal, popcore, metalcore, especially like Bad Omens.
We're looking to come out of our area without being bluegrass players or country western musicians, so we're doing well.
Yeah, because that's the primary. The valley is there's a lot of country and bluegrass and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like there's definitely a place for that.
Good music,
and it's like there's a lot of talented musicians, but yeah, we're just trying to break out of that circle and just trying to get into some of the other places where a lot more of the metal bands that I feel like would match us a little bit better are kind of at. So always stretching our legs, always looking for opportunities.
There's diamonds in the rough everywhere, though. I mean, everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there's like other podcasters here. There's not really interviewers out here. It's more of the metal. You got rap, and photographers, really. Small businesses are really booming out here as well. Because I'm in the city. I'm not familiar with your area. You guys are in Ohio. What part of Ohio are you from?
Southeastern. Half of us live in West Virginia. Half of us live in Ohio.
Okay.
So yeah, like there's a river that separates us. So that's basically the amount of distance. But
we could.
Go ahead.
We could yell at each other from across the river. So it's literally just like that.
Yeah.
I was like, we're not that far. I mean, I've been to West Virginia when I'm like going into like New York. I've only really been more on the
just drive
coast.
through. That's probably best.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Tamarack safe. Anything else, just go.
Yeah, I know that you guys also have Incarnation in Ohio, and was it Incarnation, Sonic Temple. So you got a lot of people coming out that way now too, and I think that's really cool. And more metal is becoming more mainstream. Deathcore is becoming mainstream. You see a lot more of it. Do you see that influence with all the festivals kind of moving towards your way into your music?
Yeah. I mean, with Falling in Reverse, Flowers to Prevail. I mean, those guys have a Sleep Token. They've all implemented that core metal sound, and it's their predecessors. What All That Remains, everything like that. I think that was really the stepping stones to all of this, because if you listen to their early albums, there were kids breaking each other's noses to it on their first few albums, and now you have 50-year-old dudes out there rocking out to it. And it's a good transition. I think it's better than when I started doing this in the early 2000s and late 90s, because it was so faux pas still. We had churches pick at some of our first shows, and it was terrible. It was nothing to do with Satan at all, but it's heavy to the
which honestly super metal.
Okay.
That's the most. That's a pretty metal thing to happen. Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely a very metal thing to happen.
It is. Yeah. I think it's important, especially women are leading the frontier right now. Yeah. More women are screaming and doing those things and getting a little hardcore, and I'm all with it. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
There's even some shredders out there. There's some real good players for the guitar and bass and everything else. It's amazing. I'm glad it's so, because back in the 80s we had Lita Ford. We had female fronted metal acts, but now it is. I think with time that people will start to get more exposure to those things and realize that it's not just screaming and yelling. There's an art form to it. I've known female classical guitarists that turned into metal musicians because that's what they wanted to do, and it still hit those musical elements. So it's great. I find equality throughout everything a really good thing for metal, and I think that's what metal brings, really, is community.
And that's what's important. When people think of White Trash Wizard, do they think you guys are deathcore? Do they immediately think? Because I honestly was, when I first saw, I was like, is this a country band? I was like, are they Jack just got kicked out because I guess his reception is a little offy, but I'll re-add him. But yeah, you guys, there we go. I thought I was gonna be talking to someone that does country, to be honest. I was like, crap. I was like, here we go, because country is one of the genres that I just hate. I just hate it.
Sure.
So we're very much not country, and we definitely stay as far away from country as possible. About as country as it gets. As I listen to Bill Murray, and there's a little bit of country influence in Bill Murray.
Dude, I love Bill Murray right now.
But that's fine because he makes it work. But that's another one of the I would say really good examples of somebody who has done genre blending the best and just trying to formulate scenes and just kind of bring this bridge together and be like, hey, there's some country artists that like to rock out to metal, and there's some metal artists that are okay with some of the country riffs, because there's some country riffs that really really shred.
Oh, dude,
but as a whole, I'm not a fan of country. I've never been a big fan of country, but I do feel like there are a lot of really talented musicians.
Yeah, every genre has their, it keeps getting kicked out.
Yeah.
I like how also metal is starting to go into hip hop and like
Oh yeah.
and it's just becoming so mainstream now. And a lot of people are not okay with it. They're like, oh, these little metalcore bands that are selling out like Sleep Token, blah blah blah. I'm like, Sleep Token is killing it right now. Yeah. I'm sorry, they're fucking selling out. I tried to do this
unapologetically themselves. Yeah, that's the best part about it, is they're not holding any bars. They're just unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Unapologetically, I got you.
Yeah, there we go. It's like I was just having a mouthful of marbles moment. But
they're just not open to the idea that metal and I don't know. Maybe it's because they expect it to be so hardcore and like so just brutal, but not everything has to be brutal. Right, and Sleep Token has some riffs in there. They got some screams in there, but they also have, some jazz, and they got the saxophone and hip hop and all of it, and it's great, and I love it. And they're selling out right now. Like Bad Omens. They're from Richmond. They fucking sold out. I actually, those floor tickets were $140. But I managed to get one because a friend grabbed one for me. But I wouldn't have been able to get it because they sold out in like 15 minutes. Just the floor. Not even like the stadium part, just the floor. And the fact that they're filling stadiums now is crazy.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I mean you have that implementation of the pop culture in there, but like we as metalheads, we're typically a very gatekeeping bunch. Typically, and that's fine, to each his own. But what you have is like these people that are yelling and screaming about Taylor Swift and crap music. They can't even get anything metal out there, and then metal starts to emerge even in its simplest form, and people are stomping it in. I give everybody a hard time about music, no matter if I love it and it's my favorite band. I give them a hard time about it, but truthfully, it's really it's nice. It is, because I mean, even if they're not the most hardcore metal fan, it's at least a gateway for them to get into something and maybe find something else that they like.
Yeah,
that's what people.
It's just a way that now like our genre is blowing up, and that's important. It's making more bands feel more comfortable to come out and go to shows, go to festivals, put more effort into it, because now people are blowing up, and like TikTok, reaching out, connections, and doing interviews. Like, I got hit up and they were like, hey, do you want to interview us? I'm like, sure, I'm cool. I'm chill. I like doing it. I like talking. But like, that's a way for people to connect. And I think that's important too.
Right.
Yeah. Because building a community that's the most important thing, whether it's poppy metal, whether it's metal, whether it's any of it. We are a community and we protect each other. And the way people are treating other people is horrible. Like, it's really bad.
Yeah, because community is the lifeblood of music at the end of the day. Because like without the community, without the people to listen to it, and without the people to support it, it's just like you're just removing the audience at that point. So it's like we're better off helping each other rather than tearing each other down, which is something that was kind of a problem in the scene around here before. But I feel like a lot of the rats have been kind of weeded out of it, and a lot of the people that were part of the problem have found their way away from it. And so now we're just left with all these like either budding musicians that are coming out of like post-COVID that are finally like getting their legs to them, or like people in like school that are finally getting their legs to them to be in bands, or it's just veterans of the scene that just never gave up during the hard times and stuck throughout it, because we're all here for the passion of it. And that's I think it's what it boils down to, is if you have the passion to make it work and the right team, then you can make it work. And surrounding yourself with people that spread the same positivity that you preach to, that's another big thing too, is finding the right people that will also help be a good representation of the scene, because there's more than enough bad eggs. We don't need that.
And it's sad because like the bad eggs want to destroy the good eggs. They want to and then
sometimes allow us.
Or you have people that still support it no matter what, even if people say something about it. And that's what my scene is. It's very cliquey. It's very I don't know. He was nice to me, so I don't believe you. And I'm like, bro, there's some bad apples out there in the metal. They especially metal dudes who don't want women in their scene too. I think that's pretty shitty. Like,
which is a
you're
weird
supposed
angle. I don't.
Yeah,
get it.
it is nonsense. I don't see what the point of that is. Are they threatened? Because
Yeah, that's what it
oh
is.
well.
Fragile masculinity. I think that's what it is. Really,
Well,
It is.
and that's fine. They can keep it. Yeah, I mean that's the
Yep.
thing. If you have that mindset, you're gonna have that mindset. Like the next band that has all dudes in it is gonna make you upset because they're better than you, or they're tighter than you, or they have better riffs, or whatever else. They have better merch, whatever the jealousy factor is. But truthfully, that's just an anchor. If you're listening and you're jealous of another band and you want to smash on them because of that, and you think it's cool, release the anchor, buddy. You'll be a lot better. I assure you.
Yep.
Go down the river. You'll be good.
Yep. Spend the energy somewhere else. Spend it more productive, working on
Go find-
yourselves in the background. Just do something
Every
else.
14-year-old
Prove me
kid
wrong.
out there can play
Prove us wrong.
a goddamn solo now. Just go on YouTube like they did for 6 hours a day and hit your chops up. You'll be fine.
Yep.
Take your energy out on the bass.
I never got, you don't get mad. You get better. That's what it is.
Yep.
And if people were more focused on like other energy instead of the negativity, things would be better. Like, yeah, like there's people are like, oh, we need to be violent and all that, and I'm like, no, you don't have to be loud and mean and violent to get your point across.
I mean, how tough are you when you're acting? You know what I mean? You're just playing.
Like,
You're just playing like a character at that point. Just be yourself. Go out there, shred, do whatever you need to do. Every band that we've played with, I'm not going to tell you they're my favorite band, but you know what they did? They went out there and tried.
yes.
Yep.
And
That's what I see. I'm like, these guys spent the money on the equipment. They put the money into gas. They probably didn't eat today. They're a half pack of cigarettes. They don't have anything left in their name, but they're going up there and they're riffing and they're throwing their necks out. They're as old as I am. It hurts after every show, but you still do it. Just go out. And that's why I don't understand. It's like, well, this guy's working. I don't like that. Then the next time you see somebody that's lazy, you're like, that person's lazy. What do you want? Do you want them to not work? Do you want to be lazy? What do you want? People, humans.
Mind your business. Go for yourself, but also know, like, there's nothing wrong with having a little competition. There's nothing wrong with someone, being better than you or less than you. We're all people, and we should always show kindness. Like, it's hard out here right now. Fucking shit sucks. It sucks. But having a hobby is so important. Like, going to music, going to shows, writing new albums, and me going out here and interviewing people I've never met before. Like, I'm always really fucking anxious because I'm like, what if I bomb it? Like, what if I say some joke?
We're all thinking the same thing.
I say, yeah. We're all just one anxious ball that's just trying to make sense of conversation. So no, I get that.
Yeah, and I was like, they're gonna hate me, because I've had bands not like share my stuff or like include me in things, and it's hurtful to me because like I do this on my own. I don't have like an editor anymore. I don't send it off. I don't just I'm not a pretty face. I literally sit here for an hour and I pay a subscription. I fucking pay for tickets. I pay for getting my ads out to talk to people. Like, sometimes I got a full-time job. I'm fucking tired. And I still go out here and I still talk and I still put effort and work into my hobby because it makes me happy. And that's what music should be. It makes you happy listening to it and playing it.
Yep, it's a passion all the same, just like with the music. Like, I mean, it's the same thing. It's like, I mean, as somebody who was a streamer at one point too, like it's a grind. Like, no matter what aspect of it, it's a grind. Mm-hmm. And there's so much of that. It feels like such an uphill battle. And even with a band too, like even with just trying to get your music out there, trying to get in front of the right people, like a lot of it is a grind, but it's like you stick to that grind long enough though, and eventually you'll find your pacing. And it's like, once you get there, it's great. But yeah, it's definitely, it feels very disheartening in the beginning, but it's always worth the end result. But people don't want to
start out on interviews. I actually had a candle business. I was just selling candles, and then I was like, I kind of like metal music, and then I started going to shows, and then I was like, I kind of want to interview and talk to these people, because I knew someone who had a podcast, and then I went on to talk about my business, and I was like, this is pretty cool. This is really easy. It's not fucking easy. I fucking hate editing. Like, oh my God, I want to die when I do it because I hear myself laugh. I fucking, I hate it. And I hear constantly, oh, you have a great giggle. It makes the interview great. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to be cute. I'm trying to be professional. And, I'm just like, I gotta edit that shit out. But I feel like people are also really hard on themselves,
Yep.
We're,
You're
we're
your
all
own
our
worst
own worst
critic.
critics.
Yes.
That's funny.
I got you.
And we are all white trash wizards. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are all white trash.
Inclusive. Anybody can be a wizard.
Yep.
I do think that's funny.
All my
Yeah,
homies are sorcerers.
Yeah. Do you guys, play, Dungeons and Dragons and Magic on the weekend? Yeah.
Yeah, surely. Look at us.
I was to say, actually, I've scheduled D&D tomorrow, and no irony in that. Like that's 100% fact. So.
Yeah, I can see it because I was like, as soon as I pulled it up, I was like, these dudes, they play card games.
Yeah. It's like we're all nerds. It's like
I mean, I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's nothing but toys and magazines and lunch boxes and
a little Luigi there.
And I've got the Pokeball that's up there that's normally lit up, but it's off.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
look at the little Pokeball. I mean, I got. Can you tell I go to concerts? Well, you can't see my whole
the flyers
like right there. Those are all my concerts.
That's sick.
There you go.
Yeah, because I go to this place called the Canal Club, and they're very supportive about local music, and they have big bands come through, and I'm lucky enough to get one of the posters all the time. And I built that connection up, like, because I went to shows, I put money in, I started doing the band stuff, and then I started taking my camera out there and getting smacked in the head constantly, that someone was like, you know what, I like you, and then they just started giving me posters all the time of shows I went to. And I like resilient and, putting yourself out there and getting smacked in the head all the time is, what you got to do to get your art out. Then you have to do it.
Yep.
And
it's part of the experience.
Perseverance. Yeah.
It does, because it makes me really happy when I'm just at a show and then someone who listened to my music. I mean, not music, my podcast. They were like, "Are you Tay?" And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, who are you? And they're like, "Oh, I watched your podcast." And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
It's very affirming too. It's very affirming to have those kind of people to encounter you.
Validating. It makes it like, because you want to make music for yourself because that's what feels most comfortable.
Yep.
But when somebody enjoys the things you create, regardless of whether it's a podcast or a cook or whatever else it is, it's super validating. That's why we're out here doing it. We're not going to, you just said yourself, you don't like editing because you don't like hearing yourself. You're not doing this for you. You really kind of, you're doing it because you love it, but you don't want to go and edit it and do all the stuff. Nobody wants to put the work in, but we do it because we have to. And then when people love it, I mean, it makes it all worth it. I think I really do.
Still like, I feel like, because I've been doing this for like 3 years now, and it's still a new experience. Like I upgrade my station like every time. Like I took a break, but during that break I was building up connections. Like I was still working, I was still like, because I was still going to shows, I was still talking to bands, I still like promoted stuff. But like, it's important to take a break too, like, because shit gets hard out here, and sometimes you can't do your hobbies. You got to focus on like one thing. Like I had to focus on just working a bit, like, because my business doesn't, it doesn't bring in as much as I would like it to. And, it is what it is. I'm still kind of tiny. And the only way to like, build that up is to keep pushing. And that's what I have to tell myself all the time. Like, you have to keep pushing. You have to keep, writing these things, doing articles, doing, taking pictures, even though it fucking hurts. And you want to lay in bed and just be, a sack of potatoes on the bed. I don't know.
Yep.
But you still got to do it because it's something you love. It makes you happy. It makes other people happy. And that's important.
Exactly.
Yep.
Was there anything you guys, want to talk about? You want to drop it in? Things go over? Because we got like 30 more minutes.
We got time. Yeah. I don't know. We've got things going on. I'll say I'm grateful for every opportunity that we've got so far. We started, it was a drummer and I that started the band. Should I go with specific dates since we were talking about June 6th or January 6th? My drummer and I, we previously left a stoner metal band, and he and I formed this one, and it was just me and him. And I was like, okay, let's go riff around and stuff. He's like, well, just keep it a 2-piece. I was like, yeah, white striped it. We'll do it. And we were doing some metal stuff. It was more like raw and just kind of heavy, like not a lot to it. Then I started playing the things that I liked, and he started following along. He's like, you know what? And I was like, yeah, we should probably get some more people. Soon after, we made a little flyer, put it on Facebook. Zach, he was a mutual friend of ours through like the bands that we used to play with together with his other band, Place Invaders. And he's like, hey, I want to scream a little bit. I was like, well, come on, let's go see what you got. I didn't know what to expect. He sent me a demo. My jaw dropped to the floor. And I was like, well, I guess we're going with this guy no matter what. He tried out. Okay. And then he got the job immediately. And then I contacted Jack. Jack was in another band in town, a thrash metal act.
The corner here, not even like
he is hiding in shadows. He's got the cloak of invisibility on. He ain't dealing with us. He ain't dealing with us today.
That checks out, honestly.
But yeah, Jack was real young when I met him. We played like some sort of battle of the bands thing at a local venue, and a bunch of old dudes were playing, and then him and his brother and then a few other kids were up there, and they're like 16, 17 years old. I watched him play, and I was like, I'm going to steal him one of these days when he's of age. And then he turned 21. I was like, hey, buddy, come on. Go. So yeah, Jack was a shoe-in. Zach was a shoe-in, and it's just been a perfect thing. We thought about the bass player. Most bands, it's a good idea to have a good, solid, rhythm section, and we finally came into a deliberation that it's fine. Nobody's gave us any backlash. We're 4 shows in, right? 4, Zach?
Yeah. This will be our 5th this coming Friday.
And then we have a 6th one right after because we got booked again.
Yeah,
tonight.
I have those dates handy because I took notes because I'm a nerd like that.
Better be prepared.
Honestly,
yeah.
I have to put my calendar in my phone, and I have to put stuff in because I forget. Like, I forgot about like having an interview, and I was like, crap. I know I have an interview this week. I know I do. And then I put it in. But like when I'm doing like multiple artists, sometimes I try to fit it in a day. I'll do like 4 people in a day, but then I'm like dead. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't
That's a lot of talking
anymore. Yeah. But like, double booking. That's exciting though. Like that means you guys are moving up a bit. That means you're getting more experience.
Yeah, it's real. It's one of those other validating things because we weren't reaching out a lot, honestly. I mean, Zach can correct me if I'm wrong, but we weren't reaching out a lot for shows because we were comfortable just in the writing process. And then it's like as soon as we got out there, I don't know what it is. I try to be as humble as possible with all this stuff, but people start contacting us left and right. I think we booked 4 shows in 1 week, and then
something like that. Yeah, I think there was even a 5th one that was floating in there, but it didn't work out. It was just like it was on a weird day. It was like on a Wednesday or something like that.
Yeah, Wednesday. No, we couldn't get it worked out quick enough. Yeah, but when after all that happened, it's been really gratifying. Your brainchild, the thing that you put a lot of passion into, you start to think, okay, well, I like it. I think it sounds good. Fundamentally, it's right where it should be musically. And then all of a sudden, everybody else is agreeing, and then people are just like, you're not reaching for anything. You're not going, hey guys, like and follow, do this, do that, do that. We're not doing that constantly. It's social media. You got to every once in a while. But there's so many organic, genuine responses to what we've done. It's been just a really great experience. If this was a level and we played Joe Schmo's bars all across the East Coast, I would be happy just because people are so, I don't know, Zach, just genuine about what we're doing. And it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice to
really is.
Because I know I've been doing, I used to be in a touring act back in the early 2000s. With the death metal band going up through Canada and doing all that. And even with that, this feels way better than that ever did.
Yeah.
Even with being able to cross borders and be like 18 years old and be like, oh, look, I'm an international touring artist with a death metal band. Who would have thunk it? It doesn't matter anymore. A few shows in and just the responses, I'm like, good God, it's so nice to like build something and just people are like, that's cool. I love that. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that with me. And I'm like, of course. But yeah, it's been a nice little ride. 7 months or so?
Because I mean, when did we drop the Facebook? It was like probably like a month or so, I think, after we had actually started moving stuff together. And really, it was just to kind of build the pieces together. And we wanted to come out of the completely out of the box, just swinging, just throwing hands. And that's what we did. We set ourselves up to where it's like, okay, we need to put ourselves in a presentable position. So it's like learning, what we've learned over the years from being in other bands. It's like, okay, to have the best approach to this, we need to have like just a good first impression. And I think between that, like a mix between that and then being amongst a bunch of our peers that just were supporting us amongst the years and just kind of bringing like elements of that together. And then also just bringing something to a lot of people that were amongst our group that just didn't see from us before. And they're like, whoa, I didn't know that you guys could do this. This is insane. I'm on board. Like even before we were playing shows, we were just trying to do whatever we could in the background, like even just be like, hey, we got this cool shirt design. If y'all dig it, let me know. And we sold through like almost half of our merch within like a couple of weeks or something like that.
Not even. No, it was like 3 weeks and I had to reorder. It was insane. It just said a lot of really positive things. Yeah.
And it was a combination between like people that were just there to support us because they saw us as a band and what we were doing and we're down for supporting us, but also just a people that were just coming out of that too, that weren't even a part of our circle, that were saying things about it too. And it's very validating and it's very humbling because it just like Travis has said, it's just I've never been a part of a band that's just worked the way that this one does. And we work like a well-oiled machine. We all bring different elements to the table. Like we all bring what we've learned is sort of in the background to help take everything to the next level and just brought it together. And I think that it was the pieces of the puzzle that just needed to work. It just worked out like that. It was just like, just sunk right in. Like you see those like this videos of the two pieces of stainless steel that are cut to like the smallest together. And it literally just looks like one like complete piece. It's like they'd never been cut. It's like that's White Trash Wizard for you. That was the well-oiled machine that White Trash Wizard is what that is.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
Yeah.
So what makes you guys white trash? Like what is,
aside from the demographic and where we live, aside from living in West Virginia?
Yep. I live in a single wide, so I mean I live what we preach.
Yeah, I mean, some of us live in trailers. Some of us are just genetically that way. Me. I presentable to the public, but like if you see me behind closed doors, these guys are like, this guy, I don't know how he survives. I don't know how he knows how to breathe. And it's the truth. So like I go through my day. I have a very high impact job where I have to think constantly. And it's pretty astonishing that somebody of my caliber can pretend so good in a public setting. Yeah, but no, we're all begot of trailers. It's mostly the demographic. Honestly, the name White Trash Wizard. My wife and I were driving away from our home, and we live in a pretty bad part. We did live in a pretty bad part of the neighborhood, and there was a gentleman that was taking. He was a meth head. We'll just say it. He was a meth head. He was trying to take parts from the refrigerator that he had outside of his house to fix his truck. And Kelly's like, my wife said, what the hell is he going to do with that? I say, he's a White Trash Wizard. Don't worry about it. And it just stuck in my head. And I used the joke a few times, made people chuckle. And then the band came up and I was like, well, I know what the name is. It's White Trash Wizard.
There's a couple bands out there that, oh God, I'm so bad with names and stuff. But like, they're a little white trash too out there. They're throwing down and, beats. And I'm like, bro, I love it. Hardcore,
Big ass truck. I love big ass truck.
Yes,
I love that.
I've actually seen them like in a little bit.
Oh,
yeah, I actually went to Warped Tour in DC, and that was an experience. I actually never planned on going. It was kind of like a spontaneous. My friend was like, "Hey, I got this extra Warped Tour ticket. Do you want to come? If you drive me, you can have the ticket." And I was like,
I see you.
Say less.
Sign me the fuck up. And DC is about like 2 hours from me. And we went, and the first day it was extremely hot. I almost passed out because I sweat. I was hydrated, but I was also drinking a little bit. I snuck in some booze. But I was eating. I ate, and it didn't matter. I was still gonna pass out because like I sweat out all my electrolytes. And I was like, fuck. So I had to like drink a bunch of soda and like, and I was like, God damn it. And then the second day it rained, which I mean, I don't give a fuck if it rains, I'm here You know, I'm there to rock. If it rains, fuck it. Yeah, it was really it was really wet. I danced in the rain to Avril Lavigne, and I think Asking Alexandria was playing at that moment, and my friends were like, "We're gonna go over there and watch them," and I was like, "They're gonna suck. They're gonna suck."
No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
And they went, and he sucked. And then they talked about his shit. They talked about it all over the internet, and my friends came back and they were like, "He sucked," and I was like, "I told you, dude wants to do country now."
Yep.
You don't want to
everything's either backtracked or their guitarist is doing it. And it was like the brother doesn't have heart in the game anymore. He's literally just there for the bag.
Still putting him on the stage.
we can all tell when you're phoning in. That's the problem.
Yeah. And
if you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it. Like, you guys came up with a funny name. Like, that's how you know you love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, using humor for it. He don't give a fuck, like, at all.
Yep.
Lyrical content is satirical at times. The name is satirical. The merch is satirical. The music is serious.
You're a little bit noticeable. Yeah, like Big Ass Truck is too.
Yeah.
He's a metal deathcore band, Big Ass Truck.
It's a good name. It is.
Kill it. And the whole vibe and everything is right on board with that. And it's like, and that it goes without saying that literally the lyrics of our songs reflects a lot of that. It's like we talk about drinking, we talk about Cenobites, like we're Hellraiser fans, we're like classic horror movie fans.
Yep.
And we have a little whimsy to us too, because we have this character that is like a reoccurring character, and his name is Lance, and he's literally just the manifestation of what you think a white trash wizard is. He's like falling apart. He's got holes in his clothes. He's got stains on his underwear that are definitely beer and not piss.
They're
definitely piss. Yeah, it's definitely piss.
The art that we have for it, his toenails are like this long and yellow. It's lovely. I love it.
Got like really long hair. His hair is just so luscious, but he's just in this dirty bathrobe that kind of has got stars on it, but they might also be beer stains too. You know.
So I was actually inspired whenever we were starting this, and I thought about going with more of like a gimmick vibe, but I'm just like, I'll let Lance just be the character that he is. I don't want it to tie too directly to it. Like, he'll pop up here and there, but I don't want it to be the foundation of it. But I was actually inspired by a bathrobe that I thrifted. I was like, what is the most white trash costume I can find in here? And I was like, what is like the white trash equivalent of a cape? And I was like, fucking bathrobe. It was perfect, and I saw it in the shelf, and it was like shining amongst the rest. Like, I found like a piece of treasure, like
between the macrame owls and the knitted scarf. Yeah,
because the split decision was this really sick house coat. It was like a pink house coat that had like leopard print on the collar, and I was like, that looks pretty fly. Not gonna lie, but if Lance had like a girlfriend or something, that's her.
Perfect.
That's Darla.
Bathrobe, you know. You know, I'm like, hey, that's my bathrobe.
Yep.
Or there's these videos of dudes in muumuus. If you guys know what a muumuu is.
Yeah, bro,
like, love this shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I've worn my wife's before. It's like, oh, I gotta put something on real quick. There you go.
We fucked up. We could have worn muumuus for the Halloween show.
Missed
opportunity.
Well, I'm actually been trying to figure out what to do for Halloween too, because I actually don't drink anymore. So all my friends, they all want to just go bar hopping and do stuff. I'm like, why can't we just watch scary movies and give kids candy? I'm like, can we not be deviants this time?
Yep.
But they want to be deviants, and I can't judge anybody. Like what people do in their life. Like if people drink, that's cool. I prefer smoking marijuana. I don't like. I'd rather roll a J and get high as fuck and sit on the sofa instead of, chugging alcohol,
Not going to make any rash decisions.
You wake up a lot better that way.
Other than going for that second helping of ice cream, maybe. But, like, if that's the price I have to pay.
The other day, I was like, I'm not straight edge. I'm California sober. But why do I feel the way I do about their straight edge metal bands? I'm like, why do they act that way? I'm like, and then someone was like, it's because they don't do drugs. And I was like,
there's a sector of the hardcore scene like that. It's the straight edge hardcore scene, and I hate to say this, but I literally have this conversation all the time.
Yep.
But talk about some of the most gatekeeping part of the heavy community is the hardcore scene. And like,
do you remember that old video, Boston Beatdown? It was like a 2-hour video. It was about the old hardcore scene in the early 2000s. They were literally going around and finding death metal guys and beating them up and like making fun of them for playing D&D and stuff like that. And while they're playing their punk riffs and doing what they're doing, and it was fine. I was a hardcore death metal guy at the time. I'm like, I like to see them fucking try, but no.
Kind of weird nerd
It's
for
really sad. That's not music. That's a cult. I mean,
Yeah.
let's just be honest.
I'm
Sorry,
like,
Tara.
why do you make me feel bad because I choose to use marijuana? Like, I'm not part of those alcoholics. Leave me out of this. But it's so sad because most shows are at bars.
Yeah.
Like
And
there's no like alcohol free concert ever because
Yeah.
the population drinks, and like that I get, but like the whole gatekeeping and treating people bad because they they either don't drink alcohol or they don't like they're dober all the time. Like it bothers me too. Like I don't know. I like some of those straight edge bands though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, hardcore music is dope, but just don't be a jerk about it or I'll make fun of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Or like people are like Sleep Token, man. They're just so fucking mad about Sleep Token, and I'm like,
Yeah. It's envy. It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go out there and play a detuned guitars and do your thing for like what they're probably making $500,000, if not even more. And
Vessel be just, oh God.
I'm
I'm
dead,
not
I'm
even
dead.
trying to sexualize him, but sometimes I'm like, damn, dude.
Homie knows what
I
he's
do the
doing.
same thing about Zach, honestly.
But yeah, I notice a lot of the live videos too with Vessel. It's like there's a bunch of like horny teasing and stuff like that. Like they know what they're doing. They know
do,
absolutely
and
what they're
it's selling.
doing. And that's the thing is at that level, you figured out your pocket thing. It's the same like
If it works, it works.
It's the same thing
now
with
metalcore is blowing up. Like it used to just be metal, but now it's metalcore. It has the poppy, groove to it, and it's taken off. And like you can't just shit on it because it's not like your music. You can't shit on it because it doesn't have hardcoreness to it. It still goes hard, still's got those little, screaming vocals in it, and it's part of metal. Just because it's progressive doesn't mean it's not metal. There's whole categories of metal.
Exactly.
Like at the end of the day, music's subjective. It's subjective to the listener. So what you like is what you like. What you don't is what you don't. There's nothing wrong with that.
Any country fans that are listening to this at the beginning are just so pissed at us right now.
Yeah. You're shitting on country. It's like
You trying to chicken pick your prick?
I hate Five Finger Death Punch. I hate those, dude. Every time I hear anything with I've actually seen them at a show, and I think it was like Breaking Benjamin and Bad Wolves. I lived in Florida at one point. And their music scene is awesome. But I watched them and I was like, ugh, what is this? Because it's fucking redneck metal.
It
Kinda
is,
what,
yeah.
Kind of what Lamb of God is. Just a tiny bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And I like pissing in their Cheerios too, because I'm like, bro, how are you redneck, but you also listen to deathcore? What is with you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you can't be conservative and you can't be gothic. You can't be conservative and you can't like metal. And I mean, that's true because you have some Nazi bands out there that are,
which they
There's a
can,
few.
they can find their way out of the scene real quick.
But people still listen to them regardless. And I'm just like you said, music is subjective.
Yep.
It is
very,
very much so.
and same
your
thing with
music
art
could
too.
portray white trashness, right? That's in the name,
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, there's I'd like to see that metal's kind of on an upswing though, because it definitely did feel like there was kind of a period where it was like not necessarily gone, but there was a more dormant period. But there's a lot of really great acts coming out. I mean, even in our area alone, there's a bunch of great acts that are coming out of the scene that are hungry to get out there and do shows and be part of the experience. I mean, whenever we first started, we were blessed to be kind of taken under the wing of one of the bands that's kind of local to like the Athens area, which is about like 40 minutes from us here, which it's a popular hub because it's a college town. So
Yeah.
it's a great place to play during college season, especially if you're trying to get in front of young listeners and new ears. But the band, and I'll go ahead and shout them out because they've been super great to us. And they were If We Ever Meet Again. And they were probably one of the first bands to really take us under their wing. And they're just like, we love you guys. We want to try and support you, however. And literally gave us our next show right after that. Or like, hey, we're doing another show later this month. Mexican restaurant stage. Let's go. And I'm like, say less.
Yeah, we were there. Yeah, I love those guys. They're a really good group of musicians for sure. And it's funny that our paths have intertwined because the drummer for that band was in a band called the Blueprint Murders when I was in a Premature Burial with the death metal band back in the day. And we used to play shows together all the time, and we were sitting there talking. I kept on looking at this guy, and we had that like moment where we're like, and it's like, who the fuck are you? I know you. And we started talking, and we just had this epiphany moment. So it's crazy how these things come full circle after like 20 plus years. That like these people were back in your lives, and they're still doing it the same way you are. The passion never dies, and they're still positive. It's great. Love it.
Yep.
Yeah, positivity. Like I'm all the way over fucking in Virginia. Like.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And like that's social media important, reaching out to people, talking to people. And like a lot of I before it, when I first started live bands, would be like, I don't want to get on TikTok. And I'm like, I hate TikTok too. I don't use it like personally. I have it, I post on there, and that's all I do. I don't do anything else. Because it is a tool to further get people to view my stuff.
Oh yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Huge demographic on
those interviews, creating music videos and new music too, like to bring people in. And like, I hate ads. Sometimes I see my ads out there, I'm like, that's cool, but then I'm like, ugh, gotta pay $30 for that. Retarded, like.
Yeah, but you gotta try. I didn't hear nothing. Beep.
Nope. Hey, that's what editing's for.
That's right. That's ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous,
use my soundbite. Just put it over your mouth. There you go.
Yep.
Good. Okay. But yeah, that's a good thing about Sleep Token. I'm sorry, I want to get this thought out real quick. The bands like that, Sleep Token, Bad Omens, all those. I feel like there was a lull for about like 15 years where kids didn't care about that kind of music. It was all about like the TikTok dance music and this, that, and the other. Now these bands, since they're getting popular and have that, it at least gives the kids an outlet to go, I want to make that sound, because that's how I was when I was very young. I was like, I want to learn how to make that sound. How do you do that? It's a guitar. Let's start there. And as long as they have that, it's better than like wondering what MIDI sequence they're going to build next, or what beat they're going to. And there's nothing wrong with like EDM or rap or anything like that, but please go pick up an instrument and do it. And like, I feel like Sleep Token, Bad Omens, Highly Suspect, a slew of like these bigger radio rock bands, Ghost even, really give these kids an initiative. Go, I want to make that sound. And if they're doing that, I'll never hate them, because that's something that my daughter didn't care at all about guitar. I played it in her ear from the point when she was in the womb until current day. And then she's found a band. What was it? It was, I can't remember exactly what the band was. She's like, Dad, how do you do this? And I played it for her real quick. She's like, oh my God, that's so cool. Now she's wanting to play. Now she's wanting to learn. That didn't help. That's fine. I'm okay with it. Not jealous. But whatever the dude in the band was, I was like, that's great. I love that guy for the rest of my life because he got my daughter interested. You know what I mean? So if these bands can do that for our next generation, it at least lets me know that metal's not going to die. And that's what the important part is. We can't let this go under a bus,
And people are like, oh, do you think metal is, doing a different sound now? And then people are like, no, I don't agree. I think the metal sucks now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, it's
that's because they're listening, but they're not feeling it.
Yes, they're not like, that's the whole thing is Sleep Token, the lore behind it. What, like, their fans are sobbing to their music. I fucking listened to their new album, and I actually changed my like internet browser to where I could actually view it in Germany. So I viewed it before it came out.
Nice.
But I literally listened to the whole album like straight through, and I was under the blanket going like this the whole time. And that's important, like putting the passion and feeling it. Like, no other music like makes me feel things. Like metalcore makes me feel things. Like fucking, I'm into like a lot of poppy metal bands now. Like fucking Windwalkers is fucking cool as shit. They're blowing up. Thornhill's blowing up. They actually went on fucking tour with Sleep Token.
Yep.
And
isn't that insane?
Yeah, now they're fucking sold out fucking tour opening for that. They're gonna blow up now. And like they put in the work, they're doing the right things, they're talking to the right bands and joining the right people, and that's important too. Like, don't follow the crowd that's like, boo, I'm gonna gatekeep shit. Follow the crowd that's like open to more opportunities and like open to new things, because music changes all the time.
Right. Yeah. And I'm sure if you would look through any of our record collections, it's not just specifically metal. I could grab right now and pull. Oh my God, there's Boys to Men, Whitney Houston, NSYNC. I have all of these albums just lined up.
That influences you, you know?
Yeah. The grooves and everything else. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, sad emo music. I fucking love that shit. But like, it's good. What it is. It's
yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah, no, I was in a Dashboard Confessional and Bright Eyes and all that stuff. So I get it.
Yeah, going to war for it, actually seeing that shit was actually pretty great. I was like the little girl in me crying, because
I bet,
dude, and it's a cool experience, like growing up and seeing my Daft Punk. Look at that.
This is one of my favorite albums ever, Daft Punk Discovery. Like this is one of the albums that got me into like electronic music and stuff. It kind of broadened my horizon because before a lot of it was
like
I used to be a
great kid, you know.
Who's Daft Punk?
Get out of here! I know you. I know you know who Daft Punk. This is Travis's game though. That's totally.
I also believe being informed too helps you out there as well. Because if you're not if you're not with the times, your music's probably not gonna if you're just shut in, you're not gonna go anywhere.
I definitely noticed there are sort of trends and waves with metal music. There's always this kind of thing. It's like one person will find something that just really works and it pops off, and there will be other bands that kind of have their own artistic interpretation.
Like fucking Heavy Hitter.
Like
literally one fucking line, they fucking blew up. Like they're it just takes one time.
But something I noticed is the like what Knocked Loose did on their newest album with the kalimba beat, like just absolutely rocking out, and a bunch of bands kind of followed suit with it. But it goes hard. It's different. People are like, I can dance to this. What the hell is going on? My body wants to move. What the hell?
Yeah,
and I love that shit.
Well, even Poppy,
they also get hate too. Like I hear people hate on them too. Like Knocked Loose, I don't like their sound. Okay, go listen to something else then. Like let these people.
His vocals are weak. They fit the music. They're just fine. Let the kid go. But yeah, even Poppy. Like I know she did that stuff with Knocked Loose, but
I love her so much.
But before that, like Bury Me Deep. Oh my God! Like those riffs are so heavy, and then all of a sudden it breaks into just like almost sounds like what is that? K-pop or something. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? I love it.
Doing pop. She started doing pop, and then it never took off. And then that's when she kind of. I mean, she was always weird, you know, like. But then because she had a YouTube channel and she was like, I'm Poppy. She does a lot of weird shit. She plays with puppets, especially on stage when she tours. I'm like, girl, what is this?
What do they call that? ARG stuff, like it kind of like a bunch of that kind of stuff. Which I'm always into.
Her pop music never took off, so she was like, I guess I'll just do metal. I could do riffs. I could do all that stuff. Yeah. Like, and then now she's popping off. Like she and fucking Knocked Loose.
Yeah. Right together.
Like so many people gave her crap about the blend of like her and Amy Lee from Evanescence and Courtney LaPlante from Spirit Box. And what is she doing amongst these legends? And like Poppy earned her place just as much as Courtney and Amy did. Like that's the thing is they've all been in at it for a long time. They've all earned their wings with that.
People are just talk shit about Courtney all the time because I wrestled a bear once, but that's not her fault. That's not her fault.
No,
people.
No, that was a train wreck, and then she was just trying to clean up, and it just didn't work out, and that's totally fine because what she developed with Spirit Box is doing some shit. Spirit Box is a great example of that.
People, I hate when people talk about it because I love her. I go to most of her shows, and I'm like, bro, you're a bad bitch. That is a bad bitch.
Yeah,
I would never fuck with her. Nope. She scares me a tiny bit, but I'm like, girl, your fucking vocals kills me every
Insane.
time.
Her control
And
too.
Her, not the screaming and her soft vocals and all that are beautiful too. She was meant to sing. She was
It's
meant
control.
To, yeah.
Yeah, she's mastered her craft. She has so much control, and it matters. And you can tell it makes the music better. For
That's
sure.
a good point too. Is a lot of people love to talk shit on metal because they're like, oh, it's just metal, it's just yelling and noise. It takes effort and talent to do that shit. You don't just wake up and do it. You have to put in the work to do it. And the thing is there's a lot of parallels to what you do to become a better singer as there is to becoming a better screamer too, because a lot of that translates the same way. The only difference is it's less about a melodic tone and it's more of just about mouth shapes and turning noise into something else that a lot of people just like, because it just it was like the discovery of distortion. Somebody was like playing clean guitar and bling bling, and then somebody's like, wait, whoa, that kind of sounds like shit, but it
Stab
also
the speaker.
cool.
Stab the speaker with a pencil a bunch of times, and that's how we got our first distortion.
That's why, like, Korn and all them doing all that shit. Like, that people talked shit on, too, when it was coming out. Like,
yeah.
People still talk shit on new metal. And my biggest thing about that is they had so much groove. They were heavy back in the day. Nobody went.
So much
right
fun.
now,
like,
today, break stuff is on the hard rock, heavy metal Billboard chart, number fucking one. After 20-some years, tell me it sucks. Tell me it sucks when people are listening to it.
I had a Fred Durst pocket where I wasn't down with the Durst, and then I stepped back and I looked at the bigger picture. I was like, you know what? Fred Durst knows what the fuck he's doing.
He does.
Limp Bizkit knows what they are doing.
Okay,
like,
so
there
they
is no doubt about that.
what was it?
Woodstock 99.
Yes, that fucking documentary blows me. I love me, but I was like, bro, this shit's crazy.
I recorded their set on a VHS tape just to be able to rewatch it back a bunch. And the thing about it was there was chaos all throughout that stuff. If they would have had as many cameras out in Woodstock 69, I'm sure you would have seen all kinds of shit. So
I can only imagine.
It is what it is. You can write in the books as all peace and love. Well, there's too many people. There's too many human beings in one area for it to be all peace and love.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the thing about festivals. Like, I love going, but I also hate the amount of people that go.
Yeah.
It becomes overwhelming really fast.
The fact that I had to pay $140 to see a band that is from my hometown is crazy too. But like, the whole thing with Sleep Token is their tickets did get up to $900. I watched it happen. I was trying my ass to get one of those. I was like, I'm gonna get on a payment plan. I don't care. I'm just gonna. And then I couldn't get in because there was like 5,000 people ahead of me. There's not even 5,000 people able to fit in that. It's like, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get, I didn't get a ticket and it pissed me off.
And I imagine
I tried to go to Louder Than Life too, to see them, but like everything, like I got cheap tickets. I found a way there. I found a place to sleep, but it was too late. I couldn't get out of work. And I was like, fuck my life. Now I'm going to go next year. And I've actually never been at like a big festival like that. I don't know if you guys heard of Blue Ridge.
Oh yeah.
Rock festivals. Yeah, I was at the last one. I was at the last one. It was great. I had a great time. People would be like, I hated that. It was so bad. I was like, bro, I like being in a tent and surviving with a bunch of people. Like
perfect.
Yeah. Yep. And the thing about the metal community was that they we lost our food. So like, people just gave us food. They were like, here, starve. Like, bro.
Even places as scandalous, like festivals as scandalous as the Gathering of the Juggalos, and they do that in Ohio as well. Those people are watching each other. It's like, oh man, you're not high. Let me fix you. Oh, you're hungry now? I got you. As long as you're not weird, they got you there. And I know it's a big scary clown festival with a lot of crazy shit that happens.
Yep.
It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. Those guys been doing that shit for years and they're great. You know what I mean? Yeah, but back to the ticket prices. I remember the thing that sticks out of my memory the most is Kurt Loder on MTV talking to Kurt Cobain, and Kurt Cobain said, "How much are Madonna tickets?" And he goes, $25. And Kurt Cobain's face is like,
"Yeah, now it's $140."
Yeah, it's seriously like it's so crazy how the world turns around.
Festivals, I'm probably gonna have to call out at least like $600 to $700 just to get there, and
Easily.
that's insane. But at the same time, it's worth it, you know. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. How many times
because
are you gonna experience it if you don't do it?
when am I gonna be able to do it? Like, I'm young now. I might, like, in the next 10 years I might have a kid and I might not be wanted to, you know, like, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do and go to these festivals because that's what I do for like my business anyway. It's I talk about the experiences, I see shows, I meet artists, I meet people, and like that's all it's about. And meeting you guys because we're, you know, White Trash Wizard. This is the coolest interview I've had. Especially just the name. As soon as I saw the name, I was like, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. It hasn't been, you know, it hasn't been as crazy as I thought it was, but I have enjoyed it. We are getting close to the end. Was there anything you want anybody to know before we get out of here?
Linktree / White Trash Wizard.
Yep.
Please.
You can find us anywhere: Spotify, YouTube Premium, Pandora, like pretty much anywhere out there. We're not big fans of Spotify, but we also recognize that literally every band in the world is on Spotify, so we're not going to hold off just because of that. Like, as much as it's not a favorable thing, but we also have a YouTube channel that's got visualizers with both of our singles up. So if you want to check out Yellow Dwarf or Tall Boy, both of those are up pretty much everywhere. So yeah, if that gives you a clue into our anything that we do for music. But
the mid-Ohio regions, if you're in Central Ohio, we're going to be up Cambridge on Friday for Halloween. There's a costume contest so you can win some money if you dress really cool. And then Saturday, we're going to be in Newark, Ohio.
Yeah, we literally this happened right before we did this. So yeah, it was all fresh details. So fresh.
The headlining band that night on the Saturday date is worth seeing. They have a black metal vibe. They're absolutely disgusting. Name eludes me. I listened to them while I was at work today when I shouldn't have been. Sorry, boss, if you're listening. But yeah, they're disgusting. If not for us, come and watch them because I probably won't even play that night after listening to what they have to offer. So fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
Jack's just been silent this whole time. His face is not even in it.
I think he's had some issues.
Wouldn't you shake yourself if he just appeared behind me all of a sudden? That's what
like,
I'm.
What if he just turned the camera off on purpose? Like, are you not able to turn on at all?
Oh.
Nope, just your ceiling.
Ceiling, huh?
Here, Travis and Zach of White Trash Wizard. Make sure you guys follow them on every platform, even Spotify. I also hate Spotify. Fuck Spotify. But also you can find me on Spotify and TikTok and all that. So make sure you like and subscribe because earlier that was all over the interview. And so check me out. I'm on a radio show every Thursday. You can check me 4 times out on that day between 12 a.m. to 6 p.m. I am on the radio show every Thursday. I'm also on YouTube, so check me out at TaysGreenLife Podcast. It's been a pleasure, guys. So
thanks so much. Thanks so much for having us.
And like all that stuff, you know.